you plan on coming to Prime and my videos have helped you in any way, please feel free to use my driver code on your application. It might help you out. It definitely helps me out. The driver code is DAVIGR. Hello, this is Ross, and welcome back to Keep Moving Forward. And this is what it's looking like for me right now with a trainer on the way. Maybe it can take me away from this stuff. I will be back shortly. So the big news is that I do have a trainer for TNT. Funny thing is, his name is Jordan, and he lives in Houston. My son's name is Jordan, and he lives in Houston. So, what are the chances of that? I mean, so maybe it's a good omen, I hope. Had a brief conversation with him on the phone. He vapes like I do. Super nice guy over the phone. If his personality holds true in person, I'm going to be set. Yeah, I don't think I could have had a better conversation with a stranger. Nice, cordial. And like I said, we will see if that holds true in the days and weeks to come. Hopefully, since I've driven before, he won't run me as super solo for too long, and we can get to doing these team loans that knock these miles out. It's only 30,000. So at most, I would think that it would take a couple of months, which isn't bad. I've done the whole training gig with a trainer back 18, 19 years ago, probably closer to 20, when I first got on a trainer's truck. And that was for a couple of months as well. Two different personalities, two different sets of problems, two different sets of everything. But you've got to remember, if you are going to get on a trainer's truck of any kind, that's his truck, that's his house. And you've got to respect the way he wishes to run it, the way he wishes to live in it. You abide by those things and you do what he wants. He's your trainer. True, there are certain things that you should not have to deal with and not have to put up with, and I've heard horror stories from both sides. You succeed by team effort, and that's with most things that you do. That if it's just you running a show, that's fine. But even if you're a solo driver, even if you own your own truck, usually there's other people you're dependent on, whether it be a dispatcher, a freight broker, or what have you. Yeah, you're never just a one-man show. There's always somebody else behind the scenes. And it takes a team to make it work, a team mentality. But I will be trying my damnedest. It would take an awful lot for me not to deal with somebody's quirks and idiosyncrasies, because I have plenty of my own, and I know this. But, hey, I'm ready to suck it up and get this training done. It is not that long to have to deal with. So far my review on Prime's training program is a thumbs up. I originally started my training January the 3rd. Was my first time doing orientation with Prime. And, that went smoothly. It was very quick to get on a trainer's truck for PSD. Now, that PSD was going to be done all over the road, except for he was going to come back the last 2 days or so and do pad time. I got 4 hours, and this is a brief recap of what I've already said in previous videos, but we were 4 hours into a trip that was going to Utah. We made it about 40 minutes north of Kansas City, and the truck broke down. So in the course of the 3 or 4 days waiting to get it fixed, I got very sick. Then my trainer got very sick. And then I injured my back going in and out of the truck and had to go home. With that being said, I recouped at home for about, a couple of weeks, and everything kind of worked itself out. And lo and behold, I could walk just fine again, and my back quit hurting, and I was able to come back to Prime. And they let me start out where I left off. I didn't have to do the orientation. After getting a few things done, some small paperwork done that took less than a day, I was at the Plaza building the next day and jumped right back into PSD. And I got a trainer that night. So literally the night that I started back there, I had a trainer, which was unexpected. And it was all done on the pad, except, I did 2 loads to Kansas City, 2 EcoShred loads. And, that more than surpassed the time I needed to test out. So it came to test day, which was originally supposed to be Friday, but they could not schedule. They were booked up. And I wound up testing on a Sunday. And all did not go to plan. I didn't have my mirrors adjusted, and my points of reference, which I were taught, were all screwed up. And, I wound up going on the passenger side front tire, kept hitting a cone. But, silly mistake. So 2 days later, on a Tuesday, I tested out and got 0 points on the back, which was great. I don't know how much they allow you, but no errors on the backing portion. And on the drive, I think I got 11 out of 30 possible that you could miss. I got 11 points. Most of those were due to speeding. Nothing was due to an unsafe action, because if that's the case, they stop you right there and your test is over with. So everything went well. So their training so far has been phenomenal. They've worked with me. They've helped me out, and they've kept me up and running. Now, I have driven before, and the back should not have bamboozled me like it did, but stuff happens. I'm not perfect out there, and I don't know too many people that are. You can go there, and there was a lot of people that get it all in the first try. I wasn't one of them, and I didn't sweat it. I knew I would get to the point I needed to be at, because I wasn't going to accept any less. And you got to be that way. You got to be goal-oriented, have a goal in mind, and accomplish those goals. And if something stops you, you get up and you keep moving forward. That's what I've been trying to preach. So, from the training aspect, it's been great. Still getting a lot of comments on my YouTube posts that I don't want on there. I'm trying to make it a positive thing, not just for me, but from anybody who can get something off of what I put out there. So, feel free to voice your opinion, but realize that it's just that, an opinion, and everybody's got them. And if I don't like yours, it won't see the light of day. You could disagree with me, but at the same time, don't be a jerk about it. If you are, I'll just pull it. It's that simple. So feel free to comment all you want. I'm not against people having their own opinions, but don't try and force them on me. And just don't be a jerk about it. There's no need for it. If you don't like what I'm saying, if you don't like my channel, don't visit it. But even if you don't like my channel, actually do visit it, because it gets me views and it helps me out. So, I wish all you fine people a beautiful day. And remember, if you're having trouble, just relax, breathe, and do it again. I don't know how many tries they give you, but I would assume that it's a fair amount. I know a guy that's had to retake that test 5 times, and he wound up passing, and he commented on my post that he's been here 8 years now. So, it is doable. I think most people, myself included, are terrible test takers. I have always sucked at taking tests. So it's just a matter of knowing it well enough to go on autopilot and let your brain quit getting in the way. Because I think that's what happens. But either way, I love you guys. All you drivers, be safe out there. And I will talk to you again soon. The videos will definitely not be coming out that fast. I will get stuff out as I can. But I'm going to be concentrating on training. And, yeah, if the guy's not down for me making videos, you won't see him. I'll just record when I can. I'm sure there will be times that I can, even if he's not down for it. I will find a way. It might be from a truck stop shower, but damn it, I'll put something out there. All right, guys, take care.